Mine is 8 inches because I just want 3 layers of hard net, and the width is 2 yards, but I folded it because of the width of the table. So right now I'm going to show you how to ruffle up the hard net. So in order to ruffle up the hard net, you're going to be sewing with 1/4 inch seam allowance. Just make a tiny pleat and sew the pleat down. Okay, make a pleat, sew it down, another pleat, sew it down. Okay, try to make sure that your pleats are almost even. Okay, just pay attention to how I'm doing it. I'm going to keep making those pleats to ruffle up the hard net. Okay, because it is the pleats on the hard net that poofs out the ball gown. Okay, the pleats on the hard net make the ball gown more structures. It give it more structures underneath. It makes it poof out even the more. So I'm just gonna keep doing this till I have a very long stripe. Okay, so here I've finished ruffling up the hard net. Okay, you can make yours fuller, but it doesn't have to be so full. So long as it's hard net, it's going to poof out anyways. So right now you're going to chalk out circles around your circle. Okay, so don't measure directly from the waist. You see, I came down by about 1.5 inch. So I measured 1.5 inch round and I drew a circle. The second circle is going to be about 6 inches down from the first circle in yellow chalk. Okay, I'm going to mark 6 inches all around, and then from there I'll mark another 6 inches. So after marking the circles, I'm going to arrange the ruffles. So watch how I'm going to pin the ruffles. I suggest you pin the ruffles around the circle for more accuracy. Okay, and do not pin like this. Okay, for a better ruffle, you are going to be stitching the ruffle by flipping the ruffle up, so that when you finish stitching it and you flip it down, okay, it's going to push out a little bit more. It's better fixing the hard net this way than just sewing it straight down like I first did. So I'm just going to pin this all around. Okay, pay attention to how I'm doing it. Make sure you are pinning along the circle. That's the yellow line. So I finished pinning this. I'll take this to my sewing machine and I'll sew with 1/4 or 1/2 inch, so that when you flip it down, you can see it's already pushing out. So repeat anything you do to the first layer to the other 2 layers. Okay, so this is the first layer I'm about to sew. I'm sewing with 1/4 inch, so you see me back stitch, sewing. Okay, make sure you smooth out the fabric. Make sure you smooth it out so that you don't have unnecessary puckers and pleats. So just keep sewing till you get to the other end. So you see, I fixed the 3 layers. Okay, this is the third one, this is the second one, and the first layer. Okay, you can see the effect. You can see how it poofs out because of the way I attached the net. So guys, I attached this on the mannequin. This skirt is actually bigger than the mannequin because it went around the back, but you can see how the hard net poofs out. Okay, you can see the effect of the hard net under the lining. The hard net is always sewn to the lining. So let me show you what the gown looks like. Dun, da, da, da. This is the gown.